Yeah, so I'm behind Slowpoke Gonzalez here. Oh, just heading out in the morning. I'm gonna have to find the ant. I'm gonna have to move the ant today if he's in the yard. You guys saw the big metal ant at my buddy's place. It's a game that everybody kind of does. So they come over and they move this big metal ant around the yard. I like moving at places where people can see it because it's pretty cool. The guy that made it is pretty talented, actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move the ant again today. Oh, that's. Got to stop for provisions. Got to get gas tomorrow for my. Got to remember that. Got to go to. Yeah, I got to go back there on the way back and pick up a freezer and possibly a hot water tank. So that should be pretty good. And then tomorrow afternoon, after I'm done cutting the grass for my friend's mom, I'm gonna go to my cousin Ronnie's, and he yelled at me yesterday. He's like, "Reg, come over and see me." He was at the mailbox driving over. And he's like, "Yeah," he says, "I got a bunch of shit at my place for you. Come and get it." I'm like, "Okay," because last year, I got really good stuff with he's in the heating and air conditioning, so it's a lot of copper, AC units, stuff like that. The big money, right? And yeah, a nice old truck. Not as nice as this truck, but nice truck nonetheless. Yeah, so a little groggy this morning. Gonna rely on my whippersnipper today. Last week, my client's whippersnipper, we're not sure what's wrong with it. They took it in, but it just seems like it's overheating. Like, it still runs good, but after about 20 minutes or so, it starts to really lose power and overheat, and then it eventually conks out, and it's hard to restart. So I'm thinking it's, the thing's 6 years old, so been used quite, when I use them, I literally whippersnip for about 5-6 hours a day. It's amazing how much I've done on that. I've made the conscious decision I'm going to take the second whippersnipper off that lady, because I think it's just going to be good business for me to have two of them. And as many chainsaws as I can get away with. I want to see what the big chainsaw is, so I'm going to call her probably Monday night and say, okay, I'm going to stop by on Tuesday afternoon if it's not raining, or even if it is raining, if there's indoor work, because there seems to be a little bit of indoor work, and bring the other big saw, your biggest, whatever saws you're going to get rid of, bring it. I want to see it, Is it like my idea of a big saw is a big saw would be like a Stihl 500 or 492. I'd love to have the 492. I think that would be a really useful saw, because it's, for its size, it's light, and it's just like an absolute beast hot rod, right? It's like probably, it's the third largest saw Stihl makes. I forget, the 102 is the biggest production saw in the world, and that's made by Stihl, and that is a beast. 102 cc's. That's I think the saw is I don't know. It's heavy. I don't think it's 20 pounds, but if it was 20 pounds, I wouldn't be surprised. And that's the one you put you go to BC with the Oregon, BC, Washington State, Northern California, or Northern Quebec here. Oh, they got the lines on the road too. Oh, look at this. Isn't that nice? Yeah, so that's where you use those big ass saws. Around here, you don't need a saw that big. There's guys that will buy it. It's like the guys who hunt with the 300 Win Mag, ultra 300 Win Mags, you know you got a Magnum. You know what I mean? It's like a Magnum 30-06 is a 300 Win Mag, basically, right? And then there's like a Magnum. It's the 300 Ultra Magnum. Then there's the Weatherby 300, which is just a ridiculous route. Like, there's nothing on this planet that requires that much hitting power. You know what I mean? Like, a 30-06 can kill every animal on the planet. Maybe not as effectively as you know, the big, like, water buffalo, Cape buffalo, but you can kill a Cape buffalo with a 30-06. It's just you don't want to do it at close range. You know, that's those double guns for that stuff. But that's the same thing with the chainsaws. You know, like you got guys with 60cc chainsaws cutting branches. You know, like, why would you want a 15-pound chainsaw to cut branches when Mini Beast is like, most people need that saw. You know, I'm not saying everybody needs a small saw, but that's if you're gonna have two saws, get a, you know, a good mid-size saw, and then get Mini Beast. Yeah, this guy's fun. I can't wait to use him again. All right, gotta go get my provisions.